What happens when creativity stifles creativity? Well, I'll be damned if I didn't find out firsthand in 2024. I'll talk about that, how I'm trying to break out of it with this channel, and I'll share some of my favorite photos from last year from the astounding 144 photos I was able to snap. Welcome to my film photography YouTube channel, BeardGod Analog. I'm BeardGod, or you can just call me Torin. This is the first of many videos, and this channel has been a long time coming. As my professional work has devolved into less of a creative outlet, I thought sharing and documenting my film photography journey would be a fun way to fill that hole. I have the equipment, the skills, and the vision to do this, and initially I was pumped. But that was 1 year ago. That's when the fear and anxiety set in, the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, and ultimately the fear to create. Until last year, I took my camera with me just about everywhere, always looking for something that would draw my eye. But the thought of having to document my creative process became crippling. And it got so bad that I only shot 4 rolls of film in all of 2024. The thing I was going to do to help fill a creative outlet void had now stopped me completely in my tracks. So this video is my attempt to break free from fear and share my work, mistakes, successes, and everything in between. With all that said, I would now like to share my 5 favorite photos from 2024, even though I don't have a lot to choose from. So these photos are in no particular order, just my favorite photos from last year. And this first one is a photo of my daughter that I snapped in the backyard. She's playing in the dirt, having fun, and just a nice moment that I captured. And something about this photo speaks to me. Just makes me happy, you know? The film stock for this one, nothing fancy, Kodak 400. This next photo is pretty cool. I got a tattoo last year, my first knee tattoo. It's by a super cool artist named Kep out of San Antonio at Flesh Electric. And I just happened to bring my camera that day and snapped a photo of him putting some pretty cool ink on my knee. If you're thinking about getting a knee tattoo, you're in for a world of pain because it's a doozy. This one's on Kodak 400. Nothing fancy, gets the job done. So these next couple of photos are from a job I had working for the San Francisco Giants during spring training last year. This first one is of the Giants' ace pitcher. His name's Logan Webb. Super cool dude. Just kind of a cool moment I captured with him talking to his teammates, and I really like the way it turned out. I shot this one on Vision 3 Kodak 250D, my first time shooting that film, and I absolutely love it. It's incredible. This next shot from the Giants spring training was shot on Lumichrome turquoise, and it's Jung-Hoo Lee, hot shot, ball player out of Korea. I just happened to be right next to the dugout when he was getting ready to bat and snap this photo. And I think it's an intimate moment, but it's also just super trippy because of the way it turns out on that film stock. It's a pretty wild look. This next shot was from the interview room, and we were interviewing Dusty Baker, who's a legendary baseball player and coach, and he had actually played with Hank Aaron on the Braves back in the day. And so there were a bunch of questions about Hank Aaron, and Hank Aaron was a childhood idol of mine, someone I just really looked up to. I read his autobiographies. He was the home run king for a long time. And Dusty had this incredible quote in reference to Babe Ruth. He said, "Babe was a bad dude, Hank was badder." And I've heard and seen a lot of cool things throughout my career, and this was definitely a highlight for me to sit in on an interview with Dusty Baker. This one was shot on Ilford Delta 3200. You can see the grain. I love grain. I have no beef with grain. Give me more grain. I'll shoot everything 3200. I don't care. And I know I said 5 photos, but I'm going to throw in a 6th photo. It's your lucky day. Lumichrome turquoise. Double exposure. Couldn't tell you who the players are. I don't remember. I took the shot of them and then flipped the camera upside down, and they were gone, and took the shot again, and it's just a cool photo. I think I might even got a feature from Lomography on Instagram for this one. It's always cool to get your work showcased, Thank you for checking out some of my favorite shots from last year. Like I said, this is the first video of many. I hope you continue to tune in and hear us not being controlled by fear and rediscovering creativity. I thought sharing and documenting my film photography journey. And with all that said, I'd now like to share my 5 favorite. And with I thought sharing and documenting you